Lori here today with a really cool layout. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to make a Project Life page today, and I'm actually joining a bunch of really talented ladies doing a YouTube challenge hop, and I'm super excited about it. A couple months ago, Kira reached out to me, and Kira has an incredible YouTube channel. I'll leave it below. She reached out and asked if I would be interested in doing a Project Life challenge with her, and I was like, yeah. I love Project Life. I love challenges. I like trying new things, so why not? So the way that the challenge works is you have your photos, you have your page protector, you have your journaling cards, but you have to use random journaling cards. So what I did was I grabbed a whole bunch of scrap pieces of paper that I had that were slightly larger, and I trimmed them all down to 4x6 or 3x4, so I have a whole bunch of them. And I'm going to randomly select the journaling cards that I am going to use today, and I have to use them all. The only catch is that you get to pick 3 extra of each size and basically eliminate 3 from the ones that you've selected, but you have to use the rest of them in your layout. So I've already counted. I need 11 4x6 and 11 3x4 so that I can delete 3 from each group. And yeah, it's going to be really fun. So some of these, I think most of these are probably Felicity Jane designs. If not all of them, they might all be, just because lately I've been making a lot of Felicity Jane pages, so it wouldn't surprise me if all of my scraps are Felicity Jane. That just kind of happens to be. But I'm going to randomly select 11 cards. So 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11 4x6 cards, and I need, and those are upside down, so I wasn't actually looking at the sides. I'm going to use the opposite side. And then I also need 11 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now I'm going to go through and show you the ones that I picked out and that are gonna somehow make it into my layout. And I get to delete 3 of them, or delete's not really the word. I get to get rid of 3 of them. Oh, these are really pretty. Okay. So this is gonna be good. I really love this floral, and I think it'll look really cute. So, and I like that it has lots of colors. So actually the ones that I picked out are kind of boring, but I'm gonna make it work. And I think if I use this floral as my guide, that will really help. And then I want to pick out the rest of them. So this one says dream as big as the sky, and I don't know if that really fits with the theme of this layout, so that's one of the ones I'm gonna scrap. There's a lot. Okay, the blues look really good. Is this the same blue? Not really. It's kind of a different tone. Those ones are right, but that one's not, so I'm gonna take out that one. I like the navy. I like that navy. I like the pink. And then I have to get rid of one more, and there's 3 black and white ones. So I'm going to get rid of one of these black and white ones. I think this one. Okay, so those are the 4x6 cards I'm going to use. And then here are the 3x4 cards that I ended up with. That side, not that side. Okay, so, okay, immediately when I'm looking at this, The one that I think is going to be really hard to use is this one. Just because it's also really busy. So that's one I'm going to take out. I'm going to take out this one. And this one because it's kind of a different color tone. Okay, there we go. Those are all the random cards I've selected for today's Project Life spread, and I have to kind of figure out how to use all of those on my layout, which is kind of exciting, a little nerve-wracking, but I'm going to make it happen. If Kiara could do it on her layout, I'm going to make it happen on mine. And I'm actually thinking I might make 2 pages, 1 page and then another page, but I'm going to start with this and then see how I'm going, if I enjoy it, and then maybe make another one. So the first thing I need to do is trim down my photos. I have a lot of really cute photos here from their wedding that I wanted to include in the Project Life spread. I just have to trim this one off because it's got a little kid on it who I can't, well, that's fine. I'm just going to cover that up. I don't have permission to show those kids' faces on YouTube, so I'm just going to cover their faces. But you can see the rest of the photos. So I'm going to start by trimming down all of these photos, and then we'll see how many of them actually fit in this page. Some of them might fit better in the next page, like in a 2-page spread or something. So let's trim those down first. And I'm actually going to stick you guys on fast forward for the rest of this layout, just because it'll make it all go a little quicker. And just before I do that, just in case I forget to say when I do the voiceover, there are a bunch of other really incredible, talented people doing this challenge, video challenge, YouTube challenge, Project Life Hop. I'm not sure what they're calling it. And I'm going to leave a link for all of their channels below. I think you should definitely go check out some other people because they're incredible. And they also did this challenge, and I've already seen some of their layouts, and they're pretty epic. So make sure you follow the links in the description and to go check out the rest of the people in the challenge. And let's start fast forwarding. So I started by trimming down all my photos, and I just skipped that because I thought you might not actually care to watch that. And the first thing I did was I kind of took all of my photos and laid them out on the page protector to determine where I wanted them. So I'm using this really cool page protector today. It's called a panoramic page protector or something like that, and it's got this like flap that flips open, and you'll see it in just a minute, and that's why I kind of have a little extra real estate. I had a few more photos than I actually needed, so I'm actually going to end up taking a couple of those away just to kind of simplify the page. Now, I am making this page for my friend Carly's wedding album, and I've been working on a few of her layouts already, so you might have already seen some of those. But what I did want to mention is because it's not my wedding album, I'm not really adding any journaling just because it doesn't make sense for me to add journaling about her wedding. So I just get to do the fun part, which is like decorate and embellish, and then like I will leave a few places where she could add journaling if she wanted to. But knowing Carly, I suspect that she probably won't be adding any journaling. I mean, maybe she would, and that would be awesome. I just don't think she will be, so I didn't want to leave too many empty spaces because otherwise it would always look like her album wasn't done. What I wanted to do instead was when I have those journaling spaces to kind of make them look like even if you didn't ever go back to add journaling, it would still look good. I hope that makes sense. I think you guys will kind of see it as I go along. So what I'm doing now is once I figured out where I wanted all the photos to go, I'm figuring out where I want to put all of the journaling cards. And this process is a little different than how I would normally make my Project Life pages. Normally I pick the photos and then I only pick journaling cards for the places that I absolutely need them. Yeah, but that would mean that I only needed like 4 journaling cards for this layout, which I felt like kind of cheated. So, I mean cheated for the challenge. So I decided to use a journaling card it or one of those papers in every single spot, and I'm just gonna make it work. So that's why my process was a little different. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just basically adhere all of the photos to the journaling cards that I have picked out, and I'm gonna trim down a lot of the photos to make them fit. So hopefully this isn't cheating. I mean, I have no idea whether or not it is. There weren't any rules. Basically, the rules for the challenge were just pick 3 more cards than you need and then just get rid of only 3 and you have to use the rest. So I feel like even if I'm covering up a lot of the card, if I'm actually using it, it's not cheating, right? Right? I don't know. Anyways, you do get to see pops of each of those cards underneath the photo, so it still works out really well. And I love the way that this page came together. It actually was really fun using random cards. I don't know what it was, but I think maybe the process of like not stressing out which card to use was really refreshing. So I don't know if you are a Project Life girl or guy, I guess, and you find picking your journaling cards takes you a long time, then I want to like encourage you to maybe try this challenge where you pick them randomly and then just make them work. And something about picking them randomly and just making it work makes you a little bit more creative, I feel like, because you have to like stretch yourself to use things that you wouldn't necessarily normally use. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. I had fun, and I can't wait to see the other layouts that the other ladies made. I did see some photos, and they're pretty awesome, but I haven't seen their videos yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing that, and I think it'll be really cute. So there you go. I have all of the cards and all of the photos where I want them to go, and now I get to do the fun part, which is kind of add my embellishments. So I had this little bowl of die cuts and things and stickers that I had cut apart and different things from Felicity Jane that I think it comes from probably 3 or 4 different kits, all these little die cuts. But I thought they all looked really nice together, and I thought that they would look pretty with the the colors that I have going on in this layout and also in the album. So now I kind of just am going to add them where I feel like they would fit and just kind of decorate along the way. So there was this one photo of Carly and her husband Robbie, and there was a little space to the left. So Carly is shorter than Robbie, obviously, as you can see from the photo. So I thought adding a flower there would maybe take out some of the awkward white space that's above her head to the side there. And then I'm just seeing which other pieces I want to use on the layout too. And I think there was this like one paint swatch one that said like my favorite spot is here with you or something like that. And I decided to just stick that down. And another thing that's a little different for me is normally I wouldn't stick the journaling cards into the pockets. Oh, sorry. Normally I wouldn't stick the journaling cards into the pockets until after I was done the layout, but because of the flap part, I wanted to be able to kind of see what all of the journaling cards look like in their spots and with the flap and everything. So I'm just going to kind of keep everything in the pockets and kind of work, like pull a card out, work that way. And it's kind of nice for you guys too. You get to kind of see how the layout comes together as it goes instead of me working on just one card at a time. I don't know. So I'm trying to add more stamping to my layouts. So I've kind of been leaving a pile of stamps on my desk like lately, and every time I make a layout, whether it's Project Life or scrapbooking or whatever, I'm just kind of going through the different stamps to see if there's anything that I want to use and pull out. So there was another journaling card that I had pulled out there, and I wanted to use it in a different way, so I layered it over top of that floral one, added the stamp, and that's good to go. You know, the whole process for this actually came together quite easily. I kind of just looked at what I had in that die cut jar and things that I thought would look cute on the layout and made them work. There was a couple of journaling cards, these two 4x6 ones, or I guess there's 3. You can see them there. They didn't have a photo, they were just plain, so I was kind of trying to decide how to decorate those and what to do with them, and I did pull out a couple extra journaling cards, just kind of from that stack that I had on my desk, to see if I wanted to use any of those to kind of put on these titles and things like that. So in the end, it worked out really well. It was kind of cute trying to decide how to decorate these pages. So on this one, pink one, I used this heart journaling card, and then I had these couple of scallop like stickers that came on a cut apart sheet, and I wanted to use them for a while, so I thought it would be kind of pretty to add them on either side of the journaling card. And I like the way that that looks. It's super simple, but I think it's still really cute too. And then on this one, I just added a card that said you and me, or you plus me equals heart. And I like the way that looks out. I wanted to add a little bit more to it just to embellish it. So I grabbed a couple floral pieces that I had fussy cut out from different papers and stuck those there. Oh yeah, that's something I forgot to say. In that bowl of die cuts and stickers and stuff, I also have a ton of florals from different Felicity Jane papers that I've just cut out. Sometimes what I like to do is if I want to do something scrappy or if I want to do something creative but I don't feel like I want to make a page or something like that, I'll just grab a floral paper or a paper and just start fussy cutting while I'm watching TV, and I just cut out like hundreds of flowers and things like that, and they always make it onto a layout eventually, so it worked out really well, and I like how those two just really add to that one 4x6 card. And now I'm just adding this cute little heart. I kind of pulled it out and I really liked it, so I wanted to put it somewhere, and it worked well on the photo of Robbie and his best man. And then that's basically the process. I kind of just dig through this bowl, see if there's anything in there that I really like, and then I stick it down. So, sorry, I'm really tired for some reason today. And then there was another sticker that said, what did it say? Remember this or something like that, and I stuck that on this. Oh, it said sweethearts, and I stuck that on that one journaling card. So that card is the one that I'm leaving a little bit blank, so if she wanted to add journaling, she could, but I'm not going to take it too far, I guess. And then I felt like this one journaling card, it's kind of like the title card needed something just a little bit more. So I got these really cute washi strips in a Felicity Jane kit a little while ago. And I just tore one down the middle, this like mustard yellow one, and put a piece of that on either side. And that works well because there is a journaling card that has a little bit of yellow on it. The one in the middle there, so I wanted to kind of tie that yellow in somewhere else as well. And now I'm just going to add my last few details and embellishments, some puffy stickers and enamel dots and stuff. So one of the Felicity Jane kits came with these really cute puffy stickers, and there's hearts and dots and things like that, so I grabbed a couple of those hearts. And then I also had some Chamel enamel dots which matched perfectly, and I grabbed a few of those as well. So kind of just layer those wherever I think that they would look cute, and sometimes just layer two hearts on top of each other because I like the way that the two hearts look with each other. And then I decided to kind of create like an embellishment cluster on this one heart card with enamel dots. And so I just kind of pulled out a bunch of enamel dots from my stash and started adding them. Now originally I was just going to do the black and the mint one, but then I wanted some pink in there too, and I just grabbed a few of those. And then I have these white puffy hearts from Pink Paisley, I think, and I decided to replace the heart on that you plus me equals heart page. Added a couple of enamel dots to those florals. You know, enamel dots are just like the sprinkling of deliciousness after when you're making a page. And also rhinestones. I love rhinestones. And those clear rhinestones came from the dollar store. And I just add those to 2 or 3 places on the layout too. And I really like the way that the rhinestones and enamel dots maybe make things look finished. I feel like lately I can't finish a page unless it has some enamel dots or something on it. Otherwise it just feels incomplete. And then I have these cork hearts with gold on them from Freckled Fawn, and I added a couple of those to the page. So one where Robbie and his best man were, and one on the photo of Robbie and Carly there with the floral piece. And I just really like that added detail. And I was just going through the embellishments beside me on my Rascal cart, and I also saw these Freckled Fawn chipboard phrase stickers. I don't know. And I decided to add a couple of those on the page as well. Kind of just read through them, and then if there was anything that I thought would work, I stuck it down somewhere on the photo, and then it, it worked really well. So I feel like there's a lot of embellishments on this Project Life thread, but I also feel like there's not a lot, if that makes sense, because I did try to keep the page pretty simple. And then I finished off that one sweetheart journaling card page by taking a sparkly gold heart. I put a staple through it and then I glued it down. And that also fills up some of that space so that as she doesn't journal, it's not empty. And then it also had a heart that was open, and I had this cute idea to kind of put it over top of their hands. In that one photo they were holding hands, and I thought the heart would draw attention there and it would just look really cute. So I like the way that worked out. And I just felt like it needed it one more place on the layout. I like to use embellishments multiple times so it ties everything together, and I added it on that other photo. And that's basically it for the layout. It was super fun to create. It was a really fun challenge. I think I might do this more often, where I just kind of grab random journaling cards and just make them work, because it works really well. And I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this spread and that you will check out the other ladies on the Hop, because their pages are really awesome too. And yeah, I think it came together really simple and really easy. Apparently I can't pull out that card from the pocket. I'm having issues here. But I did want to slow it down and kind of show you what the cards look like up close, because they're super cute. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I can't wait to create more pages for Carly's wedding album. There's something about scrapbooking just wedding photos that just makes you happy. Like, everybody in the photos looks so happy, and it's just fun to kind of to scrapbook all of that together and to make this really precious gift that I know that she'll really appreciate for years to come, and that she'll really enjoy and things like that. So I like that part of it. Yeah. I know it's been a really long time since I've done Project Life, so I am hoping to do a couple more pages. I did film like I filmed a 2-page spread, and it deleted half the footage, and it was so sad, so I couldn't share that one. But I am going to be creating some other pages and sharing them with you guys soon. So don't give up on me if you're out there and you do enjoy my Project Life pages. I promise I will have more for you soon, and I can't wait to share with them with you. If you have any questions or comments or thoughts, I'd love to hear them. Leave a comment below. Let me know. Have you ever tried this where you use random Project Life cards? Would you try it? I'd love to hear. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And actually, subscribing really means a lot to me, because it means that you want to see more. And if you like Project Life and you want to see more Project Life, don't forget to leave me a comment just saying, Tori, we missed Project Life, or more Project Life, so that I know. And have a lovely day. Bye, guys.